Hello there. It is I once again, Jordan, aka Defcos, Invincible fanboy extraordinaire. But I'm still a One Piece fanboy extraordinaire, of course, and a Dragon Ball fanboy extraordinaire. So I had a little time to kill today, like most days recently, and I decided to go ahead and, go ahead and read the other trade paperback that I bought, the other volume 9 of Invincible. Um, which, yeah, I'm pretty sure, like I said in the last video, uh, this is around where I left off when I was reading the comics all those years ago. So I had never actually read these issues before. So it was interesting to read them, and especially since I just watched the show. Although, again, I need to rewatch it because there's a big moment that happens in this issue, and it's funny. I was talking about it on stream with my cousin, and he brought up this one scene, and I didn't remember it, and I was like, "Wait a second, when did that happen?" And I don't know how I could forget such like a big moment, but I did somehow. I think I maybe I skipped over that episode, or like maybe I was perhaps inebriated or something. I don't know, but it was weird to not remember that. But it's funny because that moment actually happens in this volume, which I'll talk about when I get to it. So it was interesting to compare to the show. Even though, like I said, my memory, is questionable. So there are moments that I don't remember completely, but I do remember. There are a lot of similarities that I do remember, and there are also some noticeable differences that I could tell as well. Um, and I will start off by saying I know I kind of went on a spiel in the last video about how I prefer manga action sequences to American comics, like Marvel, DC, Image, like those kinds of action sequences, just because of the way it's drawn. But I will say there were a lot of cool action sequences in this, and even though what I said still is pretty much true for the most part, like it does look like a freeze frame as opposed to like an action in motion. A lot of the time when they're like punching or flying or doing some kind of like some kind of action. Um, but there is something that's kind of cool about that I felt while reading this volume that I didn't necessarily feel as much while reading the previous one. Um, it's just a different vibe. It's a different vibe, Like obviously, like American and Japanese cultures are, when it comes to manga and stuff, and it's different. So there are gonna be differences reflected in the art and stuff and the storytelling. Um, but they're both good. They're both enjoyable to read, and it's just a different vibe. It's just a different vibe. Um, and there are things like there's this one sequence. Let's see if I can find it. Again, I won't talk too much about the story. I'll just throw up some artwork. I'll talk a little bit about the story, but I don't want to spoil too much in case you happen to watch this and you haven't gotten this far in the Invincible story, um, or if you don't know at all about it and you might want to watch it or read it, or play the game. The game is awesome too. Let me see if I can find that sequence. Yeah, because here's the whole. Well, I guess okay. Spoiler warning. Um, there's this whole part where Mark kind of stops working for Cecil, and they have a big falling out and stuff, and uh, and there's this one part right here where Mark is trying to fly to the Guardians of the Galaxy headquarters. I mean, Guardians of the Galaxy, Guardians of the Globe, and and here is I really like this double page spread here. Um, I thought this was really cool, and this is something that I think for the most part you would only see in an American comic, not so much in a Japanese manga. But it's really cool because you see Mark at the top flying, and you can feel the speed, because of the like I guess like the wind gusts that's like coming from him. I guess you could call it, if you could call it that. Um, and then at the bottom, you see Cecil teleporting, trying to catch up with him. In each panel, he's like teleporting, 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 and I just really like the composition of these two pages. I think it communicates what's happening really well, and it's just really, this is why I love comics, like stuff like this. Um, so yeah, so I just wanted to show that off. Um, and then, oh yeah, something I've always loved about the art in Invincible, like Ryan Otley's art, is the way he draws blood when blood is like splattered on the characters. Like, it's a really stylized way of drawing blood. I've always loved that. Like, blood doesn't look like that in any other comic, or like any other media except Invincible. And I just think it looks so cool because it's really effective. It's really effective, but it's really drawn in a unique way as well. So that's really cool. Oh yeah, something else I wanted to bring up. It actually happened earlier in the book, but there's this whole these two pages here. Forgive me, I keep clearing my throat. Well, actually, these three pages, we get like all these different superhero teams that are fighting in different cities. Like they're all having like major battles in different cities, and you can see Savage Dragon there, and and then all the other characters are like other Robert Kirkman characters, I think, for the most part. And at the bottom, it says, like, for example, it says Dragon and crew appear monthly in Savage Dragon. Slingshot, Visionary, Myriad, Scatterbrain, and Scrap appear monthly in Dynamo 5. So it's like a little ad. It's like an ad for other comics within the comic. And that's also something that I feel like is very American. Um, because you can always put like references or homages or little like Easter eggs in your comic, like that. That can happen in manga or American comics or whatever comic. Uh, but this is like specifically like an advertisement. Like, it's like a commercial for the other comics, which is cool. Like, I kind of like it. Like, you know it's an interesting way to advertise the comic, to like actually incorporate it into the story of like another comic. Like, I think that's really cool. Um, let's see here. What else? What else? Um, oh yeah, we get Cecil's backstory, or at least a bit of it. Um, yeah, yeah, and you see he's like pretty badass. He's kind of an asshole, but he's also pretty badass and stuff. Um, oh yeah, we see the old Guardians of the Globe. We see the introduction of Nolan and Cecil and Nolan meeting for the first time. I guess I am spoiling. Sorry. I hope you're familiar with Invincible if you're watching this, or maybe you have no interest and you don't care. You just want to hear me talk about it. That'd be cool too. Although I doubt that's happening. Uh, oh yeah, I guess something else I wanted to bring up. Oh yeah, I hope they put Titan. I don't think in the game in Invincible Versus, I don't think that Titan has a costume where he's in the suit. And if they don't have that, I don't think they do. I don't think I've seen it if they do, but that needs to be in there. That needs to be in there, and I think Darkwing would be a cool character to add to the game too. Shape Smith, pretty much all the Guardians of the Globe would make cool characters. Uh, oh yeah, so here we see Oliver in his costume and Mark in his new costume. I like the blue costume or like whatever color that is, like teal or I don't know. But yeah, I like this costume. I think I actually like it better than the original costume. It's kind of cool. It just looks cooler, I think. I think it's just two colors instead of three, I think is better. Um, oh yeah, and then we get a fight, another fight sequence. Oh yeah, and okay, so this is the scene I was talking about, where where Oliver kills the Mahler twins. Because I've always been a big fan of the Mahler twins. I thought they're just such awesome villains. Like their whole gimmick, where like they don't know which one is the original. Like they look exactly the same and they're clones, but they don't know which one is the original and stuff. So that is just such a dope concept because like they're always arguing about it and stuff. And but also they're badass. Like they're super. They look like the Hulk, like blue versions of the Hulk, but they're they're scientists. Like they're like, you know, they know a lot about science and technology and stuff. And I just think they're awesome characters. I think they're really awesome. And then, uh, okay, so big spoiler. Yeah, I'm spoiling. It's kind of hard to talk about without spoiling. Uh, but uh, but yeah, but Oliver kills the Mahler twins, and I was talking about it with my cousin, and I was asking him because I actually told him he should watch Invincible, and he was like, oh yeah, cool, I'll check it out. And so he started watching it, and you know some time went by, and then I asked him again. I was like, oh, what part are you up to? And he was like, oh, I'm at the part where Oliver kills the Mahler twins, and I was like, what? And then I went back and I rewatched the scene, and like I could kind of vaguely remember, but I was like, wait, why couldn't I instantly recall this like major event that happens in the story? So like I don't know. That's what I'm talking about when I say I need to rewatch it because like that's crazy. And like Oliver is one of my favorite characters. The Mahler twins are two of my favorite characters. Like that made no sense. That made no sense that I couldn't remember that. And then I actually I I checked on Amazon because I was so confused. I was like, how? And there was one episode in season three that wasn't completely like the watch bar at the bottom, how it shows you how much of the episode you've watched or whatever. It wasn't full. It was like maybe like a third of the way through. So like I was thinking like I know that sometimes it like doesn't it's not accurate or whatever, but like I was thinking, oh maybe for some reason I didn't finish the episode or something. Like I don't know what the hell happened there, but anyway, that's that. Um, yeah, yeah, and I like Oliver's character in the comic. He's like darker in the comic. In the show, he's more lighthearted. He's more like kind of happy-go-lucky and stuff. In the show, in the comic, he's kind of dark. Like, and it's cool because like his powers are developing super quickly, like his strength and stuff, but also his intellect. Like he's becoming smarter than Mark. Um, and then he has that distance between him and the people of Earth because he's not human like Mark is. Um, and then apparently he becomes a villain. I'm guessing, uh, Yeah, so that's really interesting too. I think I like him better in the comic. I like that he like speaks at length and is very like articulate and like he uses a lot of big words and stuff and it just seems like he's like really smart. So yeah, and then that's basically it. Like Mark and Oliver hug at the end, and then Oliver has this like weird scowl on his face, and I'm like, oh wow, that's way different from the show. So yeah, so it's basically the same, but there are definitely differences, and yeah, I'm definitely once I finish reading a few more comics, I think I'm gonna rewatch seasons 1 through 4. I mean, it's been a long time since I saw season 1. I saw that like not too long after it came out, and then season 2, 3, and 4 I just watched like a month or two ago, whatever. But again, it's still kind of hazy in my memory, so I'm gonna rewatch it all, and I'm gonna keep reading the comic, and I'm gonna keep playing the game because apparently I am in full invincible mode at the moment. I just really dig it. I really dig it. I think it's awesome. I think it's awesome. Okay, so damn, my throat is messed up. So significantly shorter video than the last one. I don't know what more I could say really. Don't have much to talk about. Oh, I guess, as always, if you can vote for me. Today's the last day to vote for me in the People's Artist Contest. So yeah, I'll put the link in the description in case you happen to come across this video before it's too late. But if I don't make top 2 in my group by tomorrow evening, then I'm out of the contest. But even if I am out of the contest, the good news is there were like over 70 people, I think even over 75 people in my group, and I made it to 4, number 4. So that I feel like is a pretty cool, accomplishment, I suppose. I made it to top 5, and I'm fourth. So out of 75 people, I think that's not bad. Like 75 different artists. Um, but anyway, so yeah. So if you could vote, vote. If not, oh well. But yeah, but I'll buy the next volume of Invincible soon. Volume 10. I'll read that and I'll make another video. Um, what else? Oh yeah, I'll stream. I'm gonna be streaming the game. I'm definitely gonna be streaming more of the game. I'm gonna be trying to get better at it because I'm okay, I suppose, intermediate maybe, but I watch all this high level play and I'm like, damn, like that's crazy. And the game is just, I think it's really well designed. I think it's like really fun and it's a cool game. It's a cool game. So I would recommend it if you like fighting games or Invincible or both, like me. Yes. Oh, and I'm also gonna be. So this is different, but I'm also gonna be playing Tekken. I decided I want to get back into Tekken. Something about restreaming Combo Breaker and watching Tekken and like talking about Tekken with my cousin who wasn't as familiar and trying to you know, teach him about it and stuff really made me like remember how much I love Tekken. So I think I'm gonna try and get back into Tekken. Although Tekken is significantly harder than Invincible Versus as far as you know playing it. So if I'm kind of okay at Invincible Versus, I'm terrible at Tekken. But I still want to play it. I still want to play it. So yeah, so come hang out with me on my Twitch channel as I play some fighting games, and I'll probably play some other games too. I played the Onimusha demo. I loved it. I've seen people online kind of hate on it, but then what else is new? That's what people do online. But I thought it was awesome. I had a great time with it. I heard some people say they thought it was too easy. Um, It was pretty easy all the way up until the boss. I felt like the boss was not easy for me, and I'm not used to playing Souls likes or you know hack and slash games like that. I don't play games like that very often, so maybe that's why I struggled so much. But I eventually beat him, but I did struggle for like a solid 45 minutes to beat him. So but it was fun. It was awesome, and I cannot wait for the game to come out because I'm definitely gonna get it one way or another. And yeah, I've seen the trailer and stuff, and it just looks awesome. So I'm really looking forward to that. So yeah, I guess I'll end the video here. Not super long of a video, 20 minutes. That's okay, I suppose. So yeah, if you indeed watch me talk about Invincible mostly for just about 20 minutes, thank you very much, and I will see you in the very near future. Bye.